This is not how civilized people live.
Tell me about it, Mrs. Wendell.
Niggers.
Hold my purse, baby. It's right here, okay?
Some of us are just about fed up.
Yeah, and so we let off with the spoiler alert, so we're gonna get you some context. This part right here where the dolls, you see those little dolls or whatever hanging, you might have missed it about 13 seconds in. There was this, right. And what the reason is that the white woman was telling the black woman that she needed to clean up her porch from all those dolls being hung up there. It's just that the white woman is integral to how those got up there, because the racist white people in South LA, which is Watts, Compton, and such, wanted black folks not to move in to their neighborhoods, And one of the parts in there, she was going on about, our parents made this and our grandparents made this, and it was the black people were just porters and maids. They weren't really contributing to the country. And wow, like the thing is about how art imitates life and life imitates art. White people really want like a pat on the back for this racist country that they stole, enslaved, genocide. Like, they want credit for that colonization. They want credit for it, but they don't want any of the negatives that took, like, the commandments that they broke to establish and maintain it, right? All right, anywho, so black folks were moving out to what's a white-topia, because LA is a white-topia, because all that MLK and marching and protesting and boycotting, the thing that worked, right? That was going on. They were marketing it to white folks. Like, talking about, you don't have to deal with none of that. Everybody out here is equally as racist. Obviously, right. Meanwhile, Negroes were migrating. They stay out west and up north because of the rural South and the Klan actually running around. By the by, nobody's disbanded the Klan. It's kind of weird to us, unless you let something would run if you support it, because silence is compliance. And we've heard more push on Black Lives Matter being dismantled with zero bodies, settle, if you will, zero murders under their belt. And the Klan has over 4,000 confirmed lynchings. Have we mentioned that there's a whole bunch of black women and girls missing? And then, a lot of those dads that went out to go get a pack of cigarettes and nobody ever heard from him again, it was assumed that he ghosted. He lives on. We promise you he lives on. And we don't mean through his children. We mean in his organs in somebody white. Sex trafficking, you'll hear about a lot of that, especially when it comes to raping kids and selling kids like that, because we're not buying the organs. We're not buying the right, but not the point. So the white people, in effort to teach these Negroes to get out of their neighborhood, strung up those, and they're doing a whole bunch of other mess or whatever. You get to see the series or whatever eventually, to force them out. And they had tried it before in different places, and this happens when you move in, because they were worried about the property value. And it's funny because they spit out one of the facts that when our people move in, it was initially driving up the value until they constructed redlining. They'll go into detail, but they do these things, and they play innocent. In the movie, you'll see it a couple times. In the series, you'll see it a couple times. But right now, she ran over and said the N-word to Sis about something that she did wrong and had been instrumental, mind you, in causing, and then calls her the N-word, gets slapped, and is offended and surprised. Now, this might sound a little familiar nowadays, because when people call you the N-word, the expectation is to be the bigger person and walk away. But again, we've never had to slap a white person twice for calling us the N-word. So, in conclusion, our recommendation is, if you're right, be right. Take the case, beat the charge if you can. If not, then chalk it up to life, because we're right now at war, and topographically the N-word seems like it's just a word, but it's the intent. It's not the sticks and stones, it's everything that goes along with it, because you'll see how it's constructed if you're confused. That word is a precursor to some type of violence, psychological or physical. Anywho, you should know the drill by now. Like this, comment to add value. Send this to your peoples, follow this account. Good talk. Glad we had it.
REX.